Good morning, Earl. Good morning, Earl. Good morning. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, guys. Morning, handsome boys. And noisy. You're being so noisy. Good morning, everybody. Got to see if Beauty is in the fence this morning. Yesterday, she got out. We looked out the window. The dogs are barking. We looked out the window, and she was walking around in the backyard. So that has not happened in a really long time, that a cow has got out of the fence. So, nope, there she is. She's right there. Hi, Beauty. You was a bad girl yesterday. So I was not able to weed eat the fence this year like I was last year. Last year I kept up with it, but this year with having the baby, I just haven't been able to keep up with it as much. And the fence was really bad right here along the road. And I really don't like weed eating there when hubby's not home, because I'm so far away from the kids. If somebody was pulling the driveway, I wouldn't be able to see them. So I hate weed eating there when he's not home. And then when he is home, we're just doing other things. So the fence was not working. So pretty much we were keeping the cows in, these cows right here. The other fences I have weed eated, but these girls right here were pretty much being kept in by string because it was not working at all. So she got out down at the road, actually. I mean, she was in the driveway, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a garbage can right there. And I'm pretty sure that's where she got out, because the fence was messed up and there was hoof prints coming up the driveway. So I'm confident that's where she got out. I think what happened was she stuck her head through the fence to eat the grass on the other side, even though there's grass in the fence down there. But grass is always greener on the other side. But I'm pretty sure she stuck her head through the fence to eat the grass and then just walked on through. So I started weed eating the fence. I got probably about 70% of it done, 60% of it done. And then my weed eater string all ripped out. So as soon as that happened, hubby came home like 10 minutes later and then fixed the weed eater, and then he finished the rest. But there is a section back this way that I gotta check because we forgot about that. So I'm gonna feed these girls, feed the boys, and then I gotta go check that section of fence, see what that is doing, because we have not checked that part all year. But I'm hoping the fence is snapping really well, because when we were down at the road weed eating, Beauty was gonna do it again. She stuck her head through the fence and it was eating the grass. I'm like, she's gonna walk right through it. So thankfully she stayed in last night. Hopefully she doesn't get out again. Hubby did stop and he got like the strongest fence that he could get. So it's like really snapping hard, because once a cow gets out, or any animal gets out once, they want to keep doing it. And it is so much harder to keep an animal in that has gotten out before than an animal that's never gotten out before. You can help me feed the cows? Yeah. Okay. In that bucket? Yep, I need to fill up both buckets. Are you hungry? Beauty, please don't get out today. But seriously, we are extremely lucky that instead of going down the road, she came back up the driveway. So we're very lucky that happened, because I mean, if we lost her, I would be very upset. Plus, I wouldn't want somebody to hit her with their car. But we've been wanting to put a gate across the driveway. It's like, now I'm like, I don't know if I want to, because if we had a gate across the driveway, she wouldn't have been able to come back home into the yard. She would have went somewhere else. So I don't know. But thankfully, it was not hard to get her back in the fence. We just opened up this gate right here and she went right in. It was not hard to get her back in. But she definitely wanted to get back out after she was in. Jasmine. There you go, ladies. Which I did cut them back in grain. And man, I don't think it made a difference, because I mean, look how fat Belle is. You can barely see her hip bone. I mean, she's a chunky girl. And I would say the only one that's not chunky is Jasmine, but she is never going to gain weight. She is always going to be on the more slender side. But these two girls right here are dairy, so they really should not put weight on like these girls being beef. But she's a little chunky. She's a little chunky for being dairy. Because Belle, I mean, she is all Holstein. So she's very filled out for a Holstein heifer. Morning, boys. How we doing this morning? What you can see, we got a little mud again. I think it rained 4 days this week. We got a lot of rain this week, which we needed it. We were getting really dry. But now that is the last of the rain in the forecast for the next 10 days. So it'll be a while before we get it again. All right. Are you coming with me? Yeah. All right. Come this way. Here. Come this way. We gotta go check the fence quick. The fence isn't on. All right. Let's go see what we find over here. Let's see. Look, we got a little stream right there. I would like to dig this out so we actually have a creek. I think we could dig out the spring. I don't know. It's definitely something we want to do in the future. So then we don't have to water these cows and they can drink out of the creek. Because like I've said before, creek water is 1,000 times better than water in a trough. It's a pain in the butt filling troughs up all the time. And they're always getting dirty so fast. You gotta scrub them out and clean them, and having a creek is a lot nicer. Which, since we got our rain, the creek has filled back up because it was pretty much gone. Yeah. Oh, let's see, there's a wire down. Whoa. Wow. I am glad I came and checked this. Holy moly. The cows definitely, oh my goodness. The whole top wire, what was going on here? The weeds need weed eated, but it's not too bad. But this here is definitely a problem. I am glad I came and checked. I don't know if a cow jumped over and then jumped back. I mean, I don't know. Look at that. That's good we came out here. Because that definitely was not going to make our fence work very well. So if we fix that, then hopefully it's working to the best of its ability and she does not try to get out again. All right, we got it all stringed back up. Comes to down here. So we got it all fixed. Which actually I was thinking it could have been a deer, because we do have a lot of deer on our property and they like to hang out back in here. This is our property too. Our property goes probably another 300 feet at least till you get to the end of our property. I mean, our property goes that way really far. So could have been a deer, but I got it all fixed up now. Looks nice. And then I will bring out the weed eater later and get this stuff off the fence. It's not terrible, but it's not great. So this will need weed eater off. This right here is the worst. Might be able to kick it off a little bit. Kick it down. It's all fixed. And then this fence right here, it stops here. This is a different electric fence. So, yep. But this up here is the girls' favorite spot. This is where they all sleep. They come up in here, they sleep, and you could see somebody was laying right there to sleep. They like it over here because the trees protect them like a canopy when it storms, and when it's really hot out, it is cool up here because the trees have the shade, and then the cool air from the water kind of like comes up in here, and it's just The cows love it up here. In the summer, they'll hang out up here, and when it storms, they're usually over here. So, out of all the trees that I'm planning on cutting down on the farm, I think we're gonna keep this. At least for now. Yeah, we gotta get back and turn that fence on before Beauty gets done eating. But thankfully, our cows are very behaved. They don't try to get out. Beauty was a troublemaker when she was a calf. She would try to get out every once in a while. So I'm not surprised she's the one that ended up getting out. But make sure that you weed eat your fences and you walk them once a week to make sure that they're not laying on the ground like that, because who knows how long that was laying there. The boys are done eating, so that means the girls are probably done eating too. I think we should definitely dig this out so it's a nicer, bigger creek, because look at that. Looks like it's been running here forever. Nice little stream. And it pretty much runs all the time, except for when it was really dry. Right now it's running really good because it rained, but I think if we dug it out, it could be a more permanent creek. Well, hello, Raz. How are you doing this evening? Well, this evening. Oh my goodness, this morning. How are you doing this morning? Hello, Squirt. Looking very handsome. You got a dummy horn right there. I didn't know you had a horn. All right, ladies, I fixed your fence. I plugged it back in. So now it should be working good. I hope so anyway. Belle, don't touch it. It's gonna hurt. But Beauty, you can touch it. You need to know that it's gonna hurt. Because she needs to not get out of the fence ever again. If she got hit by a car, that would be awful. And she's black. When it is dark out, you cannot see her. I mean, she is invisible. So if she got on the road at nighttime, you would never see her. You would never know she's there. Good morning, piggies. You need water. I'll get you food and then we'll get you water. Morning, guys. You keep pushing your pen around. Why do you guys keep pushing the pen around? Which I would give them another pen, but that, like I said, that is the last of the rain we're gonna get, and they're gonna start leaving. So I'm not building another pen for them to just leave. Next week we're gonna start. There you guys go. I up their food every week. So now they are up to 2 buckets. I imagine next week I'll be giving them 2.5 buckets. And then as we start processing them, I'll just keep the food the same until we really have a lot less pigs. Our numbers are way down. Now we're gonna go down to the creek and wash off our boots. Which I gotta check the hay over here first, and I gotta feed the little piglets. And then we'll go wash our boots. Morning, guys. Good morning, lover boy. I need to fill up you guys' water too. My goodness. Well, actually, you have water. What did you do there? Somebody pooped in there. Ew. Ew, like I said, creeks are way cleaner than dishes. Which, actually, it looks like you guys can't really reach your hay anymore. I'm gonna turn off the fence and see if I can push some of that over. Turn this off. Hi, Stormy. Hi, Vinny. What are you doing out? You're not supposed to be out. Pretty girl. Pretty girl, how did you get locked in there? Oh my goodness. You've been sleeping under the shed. There, I let you out. All right, let's see what we got up here. Hi, lover boy. I'm sorry, I don't have a bottle for you. I don't have anything for you. I'm sorry. I miss you. I really do. Hi, I'm not touching you. I'm sorry, but you have ringworm. At least you did last week. So I'm sorry, I'm not petting you. Go away. Go away. We don't want that again. Go away. Oh. All right, just want to pull this down some. Okay, back away, please. Okay, pulled it down around all the edges. They should be able to reach it now. Now I gotta get food for my little baby piggies. Now I have to check my bale of hay and see what's going on with it. All right. It doesn't look too bad. Definitely a lot of this is gonna be going to the cows. But I don't see any mold growing yet. Well, that was kind of dusty. All right. I think we're just gonna have to give that to the cows. Yeah, we're gonna have to just give that to the cows now. So tonight, hubby's gonna have to move that with the tractor. And then he's gonna have to put a new bale there because right before it rained, the kids left the tarp off of it. They pulled the tarp off, it started raining, and it got wet. So hubby put the tarp back on, but it's been raining the last couple days. I haven't been able to uncover it. So it looks like it got a little moldy now. So we can't give that to the goats anymore because that was for the goats. So unfortunately, we're going to have to get them a new bale. But cows can eat mold and they'll be fine. Goats, the littlest bit will kill them. So you cannot give them any mold at all. So we're gonna wash off my boots. Washing off your boots? Yeah.
Is that Daddy?
And look, right there, Miss Beauty's footprints.
Is that Birdie?
Hi guys. But that's all for today, and I will see you later.